So, Devin, government officials in Calgary say photo radar really does cut down on speeding and in turn reduce collisions. Now, the number of fatal collisions in Calgary last year was 29, and the city has already reported about 25 this year, including 5 on motorcycles. Now, your government did bring back cameras for certain intersections at the request of Calgary City Council. Have other towns and cities also reached out to you wanting photo radar brought back?
Well, the province of Alberta, with our new photo radar rules, we did build in an exemption process. So obviously, we wanted to see photo radar being located in school construction and playground zones. But we also had an exceptional basis case that could be made by municipalities to put photo radar in areas that are outside of those 3 zones. And obviously, the case or that bar that they have to be able to meet is other safety measures have been tried and just haven't worked at unsafe intersections. And then if that criteria is met, then new locations are allowed to be added. So we think we really struck the right balance of being able to eliminate cash cow locations or certain areas where photo radar is being used for revenue generation and not traffic safety, and also being able to prioritize the use of making sure that we can physically have safer intersections across the city and the province.
So, have other jurisdictions reached out to you? Maybe Edmonton City Council, Red Deer, Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, Grand Prairie?
So we've received some so far. Obviously, there's $13 million that's available for re-engineering of certain intersections. So that's $13 million of provincial funding going into municipal projects to redesign unsafe intersections to physically make them safer. And obviously, that goes a long way of improving road safety for all Albertans.
You know, critics of photo radar say it really doesn't slow drivers down, but instead, they'd just rather pay the fine. No big deal. Have you considered maybe perhaps doubling fines to create more of a deterrent?
So we are looking at the Traffic Safety Act, which is owned by the province, to see if there's higher demerits or fines that we could have for excessive speeding. But at the end of the day, the best way to enforce our speed limits in Alberta is with physical enforcement. We see that across other provinces. And obviously, for chronic speeders or excessive speeders, a lot of time they have license plate covers, which obviously completely negate any photo being taken of them. So essentially, photo radar doesn't even deter those types of speeders. So we want to be able to work with Calgary Edmonton Police as well as the RCMP to make sure that we can have better enforcement of our speed limits across the province.
Now, what do you need to hear from city officials, including police, in order to secure provincial approval and bringing back more photo radar to certain regions, including a lot of intersections?
So they have to at least try to make physical improvements. And so that's something that was based into the new guidelines, the criteria for photo radars, so that if you wanted to have exemptions, you could apply for them, but you have to at least demonstrate that you've tried other measures to be able to make an intersection safer.
Now, some would argue the biggest reason why city officials want photo radar brought back is just to fill city coffers. It's more of a revenue generator. So, Devin, if cities are short on cash, is there maybe perhaps another avenue the province could look at to help support our towns and cities?
Well, we're seeing it's actually ongoing municipal elections right now, obviously in Alberta, where we have about Calgary councillors talking about a $700 million police budget and perhaps needing to go up to $1 billion. So obviously you have mayoral and city councillors talking about increasing police budget, which will essentially put more police officers on our streets versus machines at the end of the day. So that obviously would go a long way of making sure that our speed limits are being adhered to across the province.
But before I let you go, what do you think of Premier Daniel Smith introducing the new license plates? Strong and free. It's not a UCP slogan? Wait a minute.
It's the Alberta slogan. Our motto here in Alberta is strong and free. It's Latin. Obviously, it's been converted into English, but that's been Alberta's motto for a long, long time. I love it. I have my own personal bias of which is my favorite, but I'd encourage all Albertans to go online and be a part of the tournament voting to see what our new license plates would be here in the province.
Alberta Minister of Transport and Economic Corridors, Devin Dreeshen, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you, Hal. I really appreciate it.